What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. I'm out of breath because I just ran to the door and back, so I'm really tired. Give me a second.
Episode 18.
Episode 18. I'm really tired, I ain't gonna lie to you. Full-blown sprint to the door and back, I'm tired. I think we should start the podcast with a moment of silence for DeMar Hamlin. We were all watching the game last night. I'm sure everybody's seen what happened, so just have a quick moment of silence for him. Prayers up for him. Hopefully he makes a speedy, full recovery. Moment of silence. How long did moment of silence last?
That's about that.
You think that was okay?
Time. Yeah.
All right. Get out. Get out, Michael. All right. So, I don't want to go from the moment of silence straight into it, but Skip Bayless needs fired. Did we see it?
Oh, bro, that was bad.
Did we see it? Did you see it? I saw somebody trying to defend it a minute ago, saying that, like, how he interpreted it, and I'm like, bro, listen, everybody interprets things different. There's no way that, like, you could look at that tweet and be like, he didn't mean it that way.
I saw a bunch of people defending it. Everybody there needs to get blocked on Twitter. Like, that was just...
I did not yet. I didn't see that. Was it, like, what was it?
His apology?
Yeah, like, was it like
It was probably
just a quick
as
one?
hell, like...
No, it wasn't quite. I mean,
I didn't mean it like
was
that.
about the same length as the first one. He just said, like, he said he's sorry that it got interpreted like that. That's not what he meant, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna read the actual tweet, and then if you want to pull up the apology. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game. But how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. So I don't understand how people are defending this when he says, okay, no doubt the NFL is considering it. I get that. Yeah, of course they're considering it, no doubt. But then he proceeds to say, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude, meaning playoff implications, AFC implications, that's how I took it, is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems irrelevant. So now the regular season outcome seems irrelevant because a kid literally almost lost his life on the field. Yeah. I don't know how you defend that.
Right.
Well,
The way I interpret it is exactly how it sounds, in my opinion. He could have not meant that, though, for all I know.
Right.
so the way that sounds is Skip does not care about the kid. He's like, play the fucking game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. I don't know how you interpret that any other way.
His apology.
So if you're going to play... Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead, Mac. Before you read your apology, go ahead.
If you're going to, like, play devil's advocate, he's saying how I think he was just like looking at it as a game, like, as the season goes on, how do you not play this game? What happens to what happens in the standings? What happens I don't think he's like, how do you not play the game? Like, just play. Like, I don't think he meant that, but it sounded completely awful.
The wording was
terrible.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he could have meant something different, but it just seems like he's minimizing
for sure,
what happened
for sure.
and maximizing.
And that was me, like, reaching to play devil's advocate. Like,
like you're trying. And listen, I'm not mad at you trying to, like, find.
And that's not what I
outcome.
think. Don't come at me for thinking that.
But no, I get what you're doing because you don't want him to mean it like that. Like, we all know in here, Skip Bayless is a giant troll. I can't stand
You
Skip
would think
Bayless.
that he wouldn't go to that level.
Exactly.
Hey, Le'Veon just tweeted a shrimp emoji. When Skip tweeted that, he just tweeted the shrimp emoji.
Well, everybody was at him.
What was the apology? Because I'm the only one that hasn't read it yet.
The apology says, nothing is more important than that young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet. I'm sorry if that was misunderstood, but his health is all that matters. Again, everything else is irrelevant. I prayed for him and will continue to.
See, and that's my problem, though. It just didn't seem like anything in the tweet had nothing to do with his health or him. He never mentioned DeMar. He never mentioned the incident. He never said, but prayers up for him. Like, nothing. So it's like, yeah, people are going to interpret it like that. You're literally just talking about how big the game is and the implications. Nothing else. How do we take that any other way? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think you could take that another way.
Yeah, no, that was tough. Another thing, and I know the NFL, they had their meeting or whatever last night, their phone meeting. Mm-hmm. They said that nobody from the league office said to give the players 5 minutes. The refs took it upon themselves to say you have 5 minutes to warm up and get ready and go back out there. That's fucking just as bad to me.
I just don't think they knew what to do.
They're probably just
they were just like...
I mean, yeah,
It's a situation I've never
I don't know
dealt
what
with
to
before.
do. At least like just take 5 minutes, I guess.
Right.
Like I think it
shout
was
out
just,
to Zach Taylor for walking across the field, talking to Sean McDermott and saying, "Let's just send our guys to the play or send them to the locker
for
room.
sure.
If we can resume play, we will. But let's just send our guys to the locker." Like they overrode the refs and said, "Just go to the locker room."
yeah, I
for
think
sure.
they just kind of were just like, let's go see if we can hear something first. Like if we hear that he's cool, like he's good, like.
Well, because you saw Booger, Troy Aikman. It was someone else, but all these guys who played football, played for many years, covered it. Everyone unanimously was like, "We've never seen anything like this." And like my first thought was Donald Parham.
That scared me too.
Yeah. Like I watched that live. I remember that. I saw the Donald Parham thing, and that's why I instantly went was to that. The only thing about Donald Parham is he never got up. This one was so alarming because he stood up. He bounced up after the tackle.
Yeah, and it didn't look like anything. It was a routine tackle.
But
That's
from like
all
the
it
stuff
was.
that I read, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of Twitter doctors and TikTok doctors out there and stuff like that. Anybody could put
Saying
MD
that,
by
like,
their
the
name.
blunt trauma.
Yeah,
to
but
the
they were saying like
chest and
to the sternum
they
specifically,
said,
and if it's at the
most
right
likely
time
sent
of the
him
heartbeat.
right into cardiac arrest on the field.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, man. Prayers up for him. Hopefully, he makes a speedy recovery. You never want to see that. I mean, it was like I was shook. We were all talking in the group chat like, "This is scary, dude. Like, this is terrible." Like, I think it was just worse because it just seemed so routine. Like, it wasn't one of those hits where we were all like, "Whoa,
Shit, like
yeah."
like when
we've seen
Shazier
those
got
hits.
hurt, we were like,
Yeah, when you saw
damn, that was a
Shazier
big hit.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Speaking of Shazier's hit, though,
are you going to mention that they were all on Cincy's field?
4 of the scariest injuries in NFL history have been on Cincinnati's field.
You said no and then said exactly what I knew
yes.
you were going to say. I was like, are you going to
But
mention that they were on
4.
Cincy's field? No.
4 of them. AB getting knocked out over the middle. Shazier, Tua's concussion earlier this year, and Hamlin.
So what do you think? We should just move Cincy out of Cincy, move him to London?
We just got to destroy that field and rebuild it. It's on some Indian burial grounds or something.
Jesus. All right, I don't want to spend too much time on that, so let's just move on. Prayers up for him. Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery, man, because that was just bad. But yeah, prayers up for him. We can get to the pick'ems and the punishment real quick.
What's the punishment?
So I see you only got 2 glasses, so 2 people tied. You and who else tied?
Just take it.
I mean, I know I lost. You
Just take it and make it.
You're a POS. That's me and you, Matt. Hey, I'm sorry.
What the hell is that?
What
That
is
is
this?
moonshine.
Please
It's gotta
explain.
be.
Oh, please explain.
It's not moonshine. I was talking to my wife this morning,
Piss.
and I said, I need you to do me a favor.
Cambodian breast milk.
I said, I need you to pour some liquor inside of this for me. She said, how much? I said about 3 shots worth. First off, that is not 3 shots worth.
That's way more than 3
So-
shots.
We ain't drinking all that.
I just want to let no. We got to work after this. So I just want to let everybody know, watching this, that this is 1 part Fireball, 1 part Bacardi, 1 part Ciroc Mango, 1 part Tequila Coconut. Yes, I poured everything in my liquor cabinet into this bottle. Well, my wife did, and clearly she got a little carried away. And I was more mad because out of all the shit she used, I wanted more Bacardi and more tequila because that's 2 things I really don't drink that often. She used more Ciroc, and I'm very upset about that because that's my favorite drink. I'm like, why would you waste that? Because now if me and Matt don't finish this is going in the trash can.
At least you're still drinking it.
I guess. So do we just roll this over for next week's punishment so everybody can get a taste of this delectable treat?
Nah, it's this week's punishment. I
Okay,
think.
well, let us know the records, please, so we can know what happened. I mean, I
Go
see.
ahead and pour it first.
I see.
Just pour it.
Nah, just pull it up.
Can we just pull it up?
Pour it.
Why?
Pour it. We got a surprise. Pour it.
We got a surprise.
Just pour it.
Hold my mic.
Yelling at the mic.
Your
beard is weird.
Yelling at the mic.
This thing's grippy. I don't know if I feel comfortable holding this.
I feel like I'm holding a dick. I ain't gonna lie. Actually, it would have been perfect for 4 shots. All right, what is the surprise?
Dante's the only one taking it.
Give him the mic.
Yelling at the mic.
Yeah, Dante, you're the only one that lost.
Derrick and Matt all tied.
So you're the only one that lost. So you get to take 2
guys,
shots.
whatever.
You gotta take both.
There we go. It's gone.
You need 1 more.
It hurts.
You have 1 more.
What do I gotta take 2?
I guess you're the only one that lost.
I mean, you already poured 2?
It's all going to waste.
Waste it.
This is going to waste. What's the difference?
Right.
It's really burns. I try to act tough about it. It's burning all the way down. I can feel it in my dick. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right.
That's the only reason why we didn't want to pull it up.
So actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys are sick, by the way. And I did not just make this up. We're playing a game later, and the loser of the game has to do the punishment as well.
Oh, so that's what that
Well, now it is. It wasn't for that, but that was legit my intention for
I'm
the game.
losing whatever we're playing.
Because you remember I told you I was going to think of a punishment for the trivia game that I had? My trivia game's very easy. It's just going to be 3 questions per person. So while we're on the topic real quick, Jordan, pick a number 1 to 3.
2.
He said, fuck, that was my number. You know that's Matt's favorite number.
I just went in between.
Just give me 3. I'll go last.
All right. So you're 1, 3, 2. Well, it's not about going last. I put a number next to the question, and those are the set of questions you get. I tried to make it even as possible. Like, I didn't try to make one more difficult than the other. I did sports all related, but one might be baseball, one might be basketball, one might be football, one could be soccer, one could actually be wrestling.
Huh? What did you say?
Wrestling.
Like WWE wrestling or like
Wrestling. All right, so
I got that one.
where did I go wrong at?
A lot of places.
Bitch.
Arizona, Miami mainly.
Okay, yep.
And then we all missed like Philly.
Yep.
And then Washington and
And then I picked against my own
Dontea
team.
and Derrick got to pick against the Steelers every week, so.
I picked Washington this week. I didn't pick the Browns.
You're a New England Brown. You didn't pick New England or the Brown.
I didn't think either one of them had enough. I didn't know Commander Carson was going to come out and throw legit passes to the Browns. Did you see 2 of the interceptions he threw by chance?
He's a butt commander.
Bro, that cat is donezo. He threw it right to them. Like, I was like, oh, thanks.
He was a fucking Cleveland commander. That's what he was.
All right, well, this is...
So going through here, is there anything that like stuck out from Sunday? I mean, Denver, first game after firing their head coach, kept up with Kansas City.
Yeah,
for
they played
most of
really
the
good,
game.
actually.
No, you know what stuck out? Oakland. Them cats were dead in the water. And
Oh, yeah, and they
Derrick
played great
Stidham
versus
came
the
out
Niners.
and almost won that bitch. Went into
You
overtime.
want to know something crazy? So I'm obviously in the loser's bracket of fantasy right now, competing for my money back. I was going to bench Devontae. Because last week he had 3.5, and I was like, Jarrett Stidham ain't about to fucking go out here and sling this bitch. And then at the last minute, I was like, you know what? I haven't sat this dude since I had him. Why would I do it now? And my dude pulled up like, 35 or something like that? 33 fantasy points, something crazy?
Touchdowns and a ton of yards.
Yep. Shout out to Mike Evans. Dropped a 50-piece nugget. Went crazy. 50-piece nugget.
Thought Johnny Manziel was his quarterback again.
I hate you so much. But yeah, nothing. Green Bay, Minnesota. Yeah.
What happened there?
Jair Alexander happened. He said, shit, I mean, I don't know, motherfucker. He put his pants on just like me. He said, he don't put no superhero cape on just like I don't. Sometimes. Like that. That cat's voice is so crazy.
Did you see the Vikings all coming out with these videos? Not like Vikings, but Vikings fans. They call it Cleatgate. They said like they had something on their cleats or something like because nobody from Minnesota had like any traction.
Yeah, they were
Everybody kept
falling all over the place. You saw
everybody in Green Bay was like fine.
Yeah, you saw Justin Jefferson fall like 3 times
He
on
changed
routes.
his cleats.
Yeah.
After like the first quarter or halftime or something, he changed his cleats.
Yeah. So
Nothing happened.
I have the way I designed this episode real quick, I actually did put a couple of not quite headlines, but I want to call it things that need to be discussed.
Well, before you continue on with that, did we see Kayvon Thibodeau doing Snow Angels?
Yeah,
Okay,
next to
hold
Nick
on. Let me
Foles?
defend him for 1 second. Only half of it. He didn't know. He didn't know Nick Foles was next to him on the ground dying. That was a bad joke because the player really got hurt. He didn't know that Nick Foles
he
was
didn't
seriously injured. But on the sideline after,
He did put him to sleep
he went too far.
celebration.
Yeah, he went too far. Hey, shout out to my Rookie of the Year pick, though. If my dude would have played the first, 4 games, you can't convince me he wouldn't have been Rookie of the Year, bro. That cat's low-key insane.
Yeah, he wouldn't have got it over Sauce.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I don't know,
You don't
bro.
think so?
My Rookie
See,
of
the
the Year
thing is,
pick,
though, when it
Hutch.
comes to that stuff, they don't care about... Hutch is good. He's doing good, too.
He just got his 7th pick. Did you see how they were playing defense?
Yeah,
Yeah, they had my dude on the sideline.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, they had him on the sideline.
Just rookie.
But you know what, though? They don't reward people, like corners, for not having interceptions. Like, they don't look at it how we look at it, how we're like,
I
bro,
know.
you don't get a lot of picks. That means they're not throwing at you. You're locking up. They like to give it to the dude that got 10 interceptions because they're like, bro, he got 10 picks. It's like, because they trying his bum ass. That's why.
Right.
But you're right. Sauce is balling. He's definitely balling.
So yeah, it is my defensive rookie of the year. It's also your defensive rookie.
What y'all
of the
talking
year.
about over there? We like to talk.
We were talking. He forgot who he picked as his rookies of the year.
Who was it? I can't see the
He
camera
picked
literally right
Kenny
there.
Pickett for offensive and Aiden Hutchinson for defensive.
Not bad. Not bad either one.
We got a laugh from the.
Kenny's
from the
looking
Kenny
good.
one.
Last two games, game-winning drives technically, right? Versus Oakland. Hey, I'm gonna go on the record and say it. I want this recorded, because we say a lot of stuff. Thank God we do a podcast now because it's recorded. I think Kenny Pickett's a good quarterback. I like Kenny Pickett. I've said it before. I think he's good. Matt, do you think Kenny Pickett is your quarterback
Top
of the
20?
future? Top 20? No, not yet.
He's not good.
He's outside of the 20, but he's a rookie. They're graded on a different
Trash.
scale. He's not trash. Don't be that guy. Don't be that Browns fan. Do you guys think you found your quarterback of the future, or do you think he's just like a nice 5-year plan until another one comes out?
I don't know. I gotta see more.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. He'll at least be around for a couple years for sure.
Do you think the 2-minute drill when he was like talking about not being able to hear was on purpose? He was pulling a Ben last year where he was like, I can't fucking hear you. I don't know.
No,
All
I
right,
think
guys,
he really
I'm gonna call my own
couldn't
play.
hear. Nah, I think you really couldn't hear.
I don't know.
They're in Baltimore.
Okay.
Baltimore, Pittsburgh specifically. Like, I know Cleveland, Pittsburgh is crazy atmosphere, but Baltimore, Pittsburgh is probably just as crazy. Like, those stadiums are
It
insane
is
when they
because
play. It's always a gritty
yeah,
ass
it's always
game. Cats getting their shit pushed in. Like,
no disrespect, but like all the times that we play Baltimore, it's like always means something.
And it's
like
close.
It always has implications, or we meet them in the playoffs.
well,
You know
our
what
game
I'm
has
saying?
big implications this week.
Well, yeah, now it does. But
It's
I'm
the
just saying,
game of the week.
Miles
For
Garrett
us,
said, I can't
the game
wait
of the
to
week is
ruin
Green
their
Bay
chances.
Lions.
What? Wait a minute.
To
Why are you
make the
acting like
playoffs.
that? Why
Either
you-
team
wins
is going to.
That's
Hold
what he
on,
said.
hold on.
Miles
Why did
Garrett
you-
said,
but
I
why'd
can't wait to
but you
ruin their
did the
chances.
dancey voice thing, though. Like, you didn't just say, yeah, did you guys see what Miles Garrett said? He said can't wait to ruin their chances. Miles Garrett said he can't wait. You gave him, like, the little like, crazy voice. Like, why are you doing all that? You know he was imitating. You know what he was doing.
I know, but you can't be dropping the R word, bro.
What, ridiculous?
Yeah.
I didn't say remedial.
Remedial?
What?
Something close
Restarted.
without the S.
All right, so let's get into it. Conversations that need to be had. My first topic. This is going to hurt. CJ Stroud has heart. After all,
Ooh.
he showed that he has some heart. I don't want to talk about it. He said he had nothing to prove versus Georgia. I didn't like that at all.
He came out like a little baby.
But he came out like he had something to prove, low-key. He was running. He was throwing dots. He looked a little nervous at some parts, a little scared. But Georgia does have, you know how Georgia does every other year. They got 2-3 dudes on the D-line going to the league, a corner, a linebacker every year. He went up against Georgia. He looked damn good. Now, I know Ruggles probably didn't go back to Ohio. He probably stayed in Georgia. But C.J. Stroud showed heart. Jordan, shut up. Matt.
No, I'm
Go.
going to be honest. I have
No,
input.
Jordan, shut up.
I have no input. I didn't watch the game. Not a second of it.
Why?
Yeah, he was.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
So you just took it out on Ohio State?
His team lost. He probably didn't watch no football after that.
No, I didn't watch nothing. The rest of the night.
If that
looked
was
at
the Browns,
scores,
I probably
but
wouldn't have watched the NFC Championship game that day.
You guys know life goes on, right? It doesn't just stop in that moment.
it ruined my
I
whole
don't know,
night.
man. Yeah, that shit was. If we would have played first and that would have happened,
Pick
there's
up your
no
mic.
way I watched the Michigan game.
I get it. Okay. Well, what do you think then? What do you think of C.J. Stroud's performance?
I thought it was a good game, man. He balled out. Like, he did everything he had to do.
Yeah, he
I
did.
think they got close enough at the end, and then they started going just like conservative when you had a lot of time left.
You
You
should've-
could have got
yeah.
a lot closer.
They should have stayed a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Well-
it's crazy because you saw that they were okay with settling for a field goal.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they were thinking, don't commit a turnover here.
Yeah.
Just be safe. But at that point, though, you know who your kicker is.
Yeah, it was
You
like,
know
all right, guys,
how many-
we're here. Don't panic.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like,
I think the play calling panicked.
yeah, it was like they were almost okay with where they were. They were okay with, like, the positioning, like, we're going to win this. We're okay with getting a field goal. When, in your mind, when you're in field goal range and you're only down, was it 2?
One.
Down one.
Okay, I couldn't
One.
remember if it was 1 or 2. When you're down
Either way,
1
it don't
and
matter.
you're in field goal range already, it doesn't mean let the foot off
You
the
were
gas. Like,
barely in field goal range though.
That was a
Exactly.
career long,
Early.
wasn't it?
yeah,
for him?
you want them realistically. You want to try to get to the 20-yard line, make it an easy little 35-yard chip shot. Like, I know he had made a 40-something yarder
48.
earlier, 48-yarder, but it's like game winner.
Going
It's
for
just
his career
different.
long. What was it,
It's different.
51 or
It
52?
was 50,
50.
I think.
I think it was
Or
50,
50 on the dot.
But like, it's game winner. It's different. If that was the first quarter, 50-yard field goal, no doubt in my mind, he probably would have made it.
He has no stress. when
Exactly.
when
It's
does
a
that.
routine because it doesn't
Yeah.
hurt you if you miss it.
The
It's like
weight of
every
the
point
entire
counts in that
Ohio
game,
State
but
team was on his shoulders.
It's not the same.
they're literally looking at him like, this is on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too much pressure. And I think he folded.
Especially for somebody that doesn't
I feel bad for
kick
him.
a lot.
Fuck, my nose is itchy.
No, I will say Ohio State, I think you guys got fucked. That was definitely targeting.
Yeah, most definitely.
They both were, for real.
And I was going to say, like, obviously I'm a Michigan fan. And a fan of a team is always going to argue for their team.
Yeah,
but I
for
think
sure.
that we got fucked too. Like, that was...
I don't
So,
know.
can I
what
ask you a
said-
question real quick?
I really
Can I
don't.
ask you a question? Because
Yeah.
me and you were texting. We
Yeah.
were talking about the game. The touchdown that ended up not being a touchdown and then resulted in a fumble. Do you think that was a touchdown?
That was a touchdown,
I
bro.
did not see an angle that showed indisputable video evidence to overturn it because it was
So-
called a touchdown on the field and they overturned it.
So I'm going to be
Because
honest
when
with
he
you.
went down, he bobbled it and then collected himself in the end zone.
That
So,
was so corny to me.
I'm going to be honest with you. I saw one angle, and two angles, three angles, and I was like, that's a touchdown. All three angles. And then just yesterday, I saw a different angle of where he was still bobbling it, but his butt was on the ground right before the hash mark.
But if
of
you're,
the-
it's
of the
not
end zone.
until he collects it.
But that's the thing, though.
If it's still bobbling when he's there, then
Right. So right in the end of the picture, you can see like it was like 3 or 4 pictures. He's bobbling. And as soon as he sits, he collected it, and he's sitting right before the hash mark, and then falls backwards. So
I mean, either way, it's inexcusable. I don't know why we're handing it off to a guy that had 9 carries all year after that play.
I give it to you. I mean, you don't
9
think he's gonna
carries
fumble?
all year, but like, why are we doing that?
Yeah. I mean, why
I
are you doing a
understand,
trick play on the first drive?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Why are you getting sexy?
The
Just
moment-
just run
Why are
it.
you getting sexy?
The
Yeah,
moment
like-
I watched, like,
Kevin Stefanski that moment.
like we opened the game up with that, what was it, a 57-yard run, like right out the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, this is our game plan. Like, it's going to work.
Okay, before you say your next thought, I'm just gonna quick segue into the next topic because it's this. Harbaugh is 1-6 in bowl games and 0-2 in the college
Did he win a
football
bowl
playoffs.
game? I'm pretty sure he's 0-6. Or he's
No,
0-6
he's-
in his last 6. He won his first
Yeah,
one.
he's
and then
1-6. He won his very
lost
first one, then
6
he lost the
after.
last 6. But he has beaten Ohio State twice. Keep going, and then we're gonna talk about that.
His play calling completely changed in that game. It did not look like a Michigan team. It didn't look like the Harbaugh offense that we saw all year.
Well, I
It
don't
didn't-
think he
and I'm not
expected
saying it's-
TCU to come out and really like.
I'm not
TCU
saying
looked
it's
good.
his fault because obviously he doesn't call all the plays on offense and defense. So who I don't remember. I think Gaddis is our coordinator, offensive coordinator. It just wasn't our offense. It wasn't us. Why were we having the tight end try to throw it back to McCarthy on 4th down at the goal line?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
get
wild.
it. Like, yeah, he got sacked, so we can't just keep running the ball on 3rd down.
We've seen coaches outsmart themselves in big games. How many times have we seen coaches try to do too much? Bill Belichick tried to sit there and carbon copy Doug Peterson in the Super Bowl when they did the Philly special, and he tried to do the same thing with Tom fucking Brady, who runs a fucking 7 flat in the 40-yard
Carroll.
dash.
He was open.
He was wide open. He still got to catch it, and it's Tom Brady.
I
So,
don't get it. It didn't
Where are
look-
you at on Harbaugh as far as his job or job security? Where are you at on it?
I still like him to come back.
I'm
See
sorry,
Twitter?
I just watched him bite that, and it just threw me all off.
I still like him to come back.
like you.
Are you aware that Denver has called him?
Twitter
Twitter's-
every year. So every Michigan page I follow says, remember guys, January is Harbaugh to the NFL month. Because every year it has been. They said, oh, if Harbaugh gets an offer from the NFL, he's gone.
Right.
It's been every year since
Well,
we've hired
October
him.
to December is fire Mike Tomlin month, and then as soon as January comes around and they got a dog shit team and they're still 8-8 with playoff hopes,
Yeah.
all of a sudden he's the greatest coach of all time. That's
I'm
another
not
topic, by
too
the way.
worried about Harbaugh leaving. After the game, he said, next year I will be back emphatically coaching the Michigan Wolverines. So
Okay.
I'm not that worried about it. I don't think, I mean, if he leaves, then whatever. I guess we try to find someone else to replace him. We move Gaddis up. I don't know what we do, but
Okay.
I mean, I don't think he's going anywhere. He's
Okay.
got McCarthy for at maximum 2, maybe 3 more years.
God damn, how old is this kid?
He's a sophomore.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
So 2, possibly 3 if he wants to keep playing at Michigan. We get Edwards back next year. Corum hasn't made his
Hey, I don't care about
decision.
none of that. Are you aware that Denver called him?
I don't care that Denver called him.
Next. All right.
Fuck Michigan.
Is Mike Tomlin the best head coach in the NFL?
That streak might still continue.
So listen, hold on. Before you answer, I'm a big Mike Tomlin guy. You guys know that. Partially it's because he's black.
I was gonna ask.
Absolutely it is. Because
I was gonna ask.
No, because I'm one of those people.
I mean, I'm not-
gonna have my Stephen A moment. I'm one of those people that think a lot of black coaches are treated unfairly. Like Lovie Smith is like they're talking about right now. They're gonna rehire Lovie Smith to be the head coach of the Texans. What was he supposed to do with that roster? What was he supposed to do?
What was a lot of Hugh Jackson supposed to do?
Hugh Jackson stinks. He's the exception.
Okay.
So Mike Tomlin
Okay.
has a streak. Matt, you want to tell the people how long his streak is of not having a record lower than 500?
Do you
How many
remember the
years?
year?
What is it? 16?
Since 2003.
2003.
So longer than
Oh,
16.
20.
My dude has not had a losing record since 2003. Okay. Yet,
that
for
insane?
some reason, in the last maybe 5 years,
Yeah.
6 years,
The Steelers in general.
every year from October to December, a lot of people are calling for his head. Hold on, I'll give you a second. I'm going to let you go. They're calling for his head. Fans specifically. But even you get on ESPN, NFL Network, all of this stuff, they're talking about Mike Tomlin's job. And then January comes around. Somehow Mike Tomlin is 7-8. You know what I mean? Right there. And then before you know it, they're in
Playoff.
contention
Yeah.
for the playoffs. Doug Hodges and Mason Rudolph almost made it to the playoffs.
Almost.
Big Ben.
I was wrong.
Big Ben. Dying. Arm shot. Fat. Out of shape. Looking like a left tackle. Made it to the playoffs.
He was actually in really good shape.
Yeah, okay.
For Big Ben.
For Big Ben.
He was literally eating that Slim Jim Lucas has right now before every
He
game.
shut our pack of protein. I am tired of this Slim Jim.
Can you do me a favor? Can you
Can you
read me how much sodium is in that? Real quick.
a lot?
Read how much sodium is in that.
2,500.
1% of your daily
No, dog. Read me how many milligrams.
460
How many servings is that?
servings.
3?
There's 1,400 milligrams of sodium in that. I don't know how much that is, but it's water. So, I'm one of those people that think Mike Tomlin is treated unfairly as a coach. I know he doesn't give Steeler fans what they want. He's a player's coach. He's always smiling, high-fiving, clapping. You know, he's doing a Jason Garrett. But,
Dancing
yeah,
to walk in your trap and
Not
take over
really.
your trap after
But-
the game.
He's always,
I'm one of those
he's always
people.
pretty straight faced.
I mean, listen,
Until
a moment happens.
the game is over.
Right.
A moment can happen. He'll just be like this.
But I'm just here to say, in my opinion, Mike Tomlin, besides one person, is the best head coach in the NFL right now, in my opinion. And
So
the
he's
only
number
coach
2.
that I'm willing to put above him, shocker, it is not Bill Belichick. It's Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan's a mastermind. He might choke in big moments. But as far as just regular season head coaching, Kyle Shanahan's that guy currently. And Mike Tomlin is second. Matthew, go.
I
don't want to spend too much time on
just
this.
don't know,
Because I
man.
just praised the Steelers and I
I
hate
know.
every
I
second
just
of it.
don't.
I'm tasting that sardine again.
Listen.
That's what it takes.
It's all fine and dandy to go fucking 8-8, 9-8 every year. My dude can't finish the job. I'm not saying he should be fired. I'm not saying he's a bad coach.
Mhm.
But at some point, you've got to be held accountable for not being able to finish with the rosters that you've had.
I have one problem with Mike Tomlin's coaching career. One.
What's this?
Me and you have talked about it.
What?
He does have the biggest flaw of underachieving with one of the best offensive rosters we've seen assembled in the NFL with Le'Veon Bell. Currently, at that moment,
Triple B's.
probably the best running back in the league.
It's the killer
Antonio
bees.
Brown
Same
It
difference.
was
I don't
four.
remember.
Antonio Brown was the best wide receiver in the league
Martavis
at that
Bryant.
time.
And you had Chris Boswell at that
Big
time
Ben
too.
was still playing at a very high level, Hall of Fame level still. Who else you guys have?
Martavius Bryant.
Martavius Bryant, deep threat, ran a 4.3, couldn't stay off the weed, but still a good athlete. Who's your tight end? Was that Jesse James and Heath,
No, Jesse
Heath
James
Miller?
was probably there at that time.
Heath Miller, Jesse James area.
Vance
No.
McDonald backing him up.
Not bad. He was a blocker. But I say that to say
Vance
he does have
McDonald
that on
put
his
that
record
cat
of
for the
being a
Bucks on
huge
his ass.
underachiever for
That's
that
one of the
team.
nastiest.
But
Yeah, that's the only thing that's bothered me. Like, it's great. I'm not, like I said, I don't think he's a bad coach. He doesn't call offensive plays.
Mhm.
He doesn't do. I mean, I'm sure he goes over like some defense. He has a D coordinator.
You always
He has
ask,
Brian
what
Flores.
does he do? You always ask that.
I get that. Like, what does he do, bro? Like, what does he give you? I understand he is a player's coach. That's all great. Like,
Answer the goddamn phone, y'all.
I think that's.
It's like instantly.
I think that's like. I don't know. I don't have anything against him, honestly.
Okay.
I just really wish he could get it done.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at that though.
The 8-8, the non-losing season. That's great. Like, that's awesome. Like, that's a super good achievement. But like, at the end of the day, you want to see that eventually turn into something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had that one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right at like.
And he was spoon-fed someone else's team. Some people will argue. Some people would argue, not me. I think he earned that one. Hey, I don't like when you guys are having separate conversations when we're at.
Gordon
nice
didn't even
deep
say
dive over
anything.
here. If you guys
was
got
fully
to a video, you
engaged.
were clearly saying something.
I was
because
fully
there's no way
engaged
you
until
guys
Derrick
just
took over the
telepathy each
laptop.
other to pull
He
the
was
video
engaged.
up.
I wasn't.
I was fully engaged until
Why you
Derrick
pulling this
took
up? This
over
is
the
not on the schedule
laptop.
right now.
I thought it was
I'm
funny.
doing the episode. This
Why
ain't
are
on the
you
docket.
looking at me when I was fully engaged in your conversation
Because you were
and
moving the
Derrick
mouse
pulled it
around to
up?
click that video.
This is a
Were you or
dictatorship?
were you not?
Then we go right back to
That's
here.
what I was gonna say.
All right,
He's
let's
not
go.
up there.
This is my episode.
On to the next.
I'm not even gonna ask you what you think now because I don't want your opinion.
Dang.
Would you just drop a fucking marble?
No, that was the whole. That was the
$1
fucking.
$50?
The holder?
Yeah, that was the handle for the chair to like lower. It just fell right off the chair.
Jordan, you gotta go.
Dang, clips.
On this is a rough one because we're kind of going back to where we were before. Should Tua Tagovailoa retire?
Depending on.
He should definitely take the rest of the season off.
Bobby Boucher show. Burn Bowl. Hell yeah. Get that motherfucker out of the game.
Skip Bayless.
God damn. Get him out of the game. He's gonna be dead. He's gonna die.
I think he needs
got
to
brain
like.
bleeding.
He needs to really think about it. Like, that's a. I mean, that's obviously a decision that ultimately is his decision if he wants to continue playing and risk his health and his life forever, his long-term effects.
Yeah, for sure.
But if he loves his life, I'm sure he's made enough guaranteed money being first-round draft pick, everything else.
Bro, your life is worth whatever amount of money you can make.
But
in
does
the
he
NFL.
need any more money? Does he
Nah, he
need to
don't.
prove anything?
It
Like,
don't matter if he had
He needs to prove that he's a-
$100 million contract on the table. It
I
don't
guess
matter, bro.
I guess he needs to prove he's a good quarterback. But besides that,
High school has limits on how many concussions you can get.
For sure.
What's different?
Right.
You're an adult now.
Derek,
Yeah, you're an adult now.
what do you think? You think he should retire?
It's on him. I think he should run tests on himself, on his fucking brain, to see if it's even functioning right. If there's anything wrong, I don't think he should play.
NFL should be doing this.
They don't.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think he should retire.
I mean, if it comes back bad, I think he should retire.
I think he should retire.
I don't think the NFL cares about player safety as much as they claim they do.
Well, clearly, it took him that long to cancel the game. They were giving the dude CPR for 9 minutes on the field with the ambulance on the field.
Well, okay.
They should have canceled that game
So-
9 minutes after that moment.
No, in that case, I think that they were all scrambling because they're like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah,
Like, nobody knew what to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that they had to go through the rule book. Like, somebody on Twitter posted the actual rule for what happens in states of emergency or anything like that. It's the same thing as if like a tornado would have went by the stadium. It's up to Goodell if he wants to continue the game or cancel it. So they had to wait for that official
Well, we all
phone
know
call from
Goodell's a
him.
piece of shit, so we already know what would have happened. When you
Well,
leave
yeah,
it
but they had
strictly
to
up
wait for
Goodell.
that official call from him that said, "Hey,
Why you shaking your
we're
head?
going
You
to
don't think
postpone the
Goodell's a
game."
piece of shit?
He was in the massage parlor. They couldn't reach him.
That ain't
They had to
Goodell.
wait
That's
till.
Robert Kraft that likes massages. You know that,
You
right?
know he does too.
Oh, does he? I'm not aware.
I'm just making that up.
You just made this cat Deshaun Watson out of nowhere. This cat's crazy. Robert Kraft, Roger Goodell, both old white
They
guys.
were probably with each other.
Spider-Man meme.
All right,
Holding
another quick
hands.
topic before we get out of here and move on to something else. The conversation that me and Matt had for a long time. It is time for that conversation to be had. And it is Derek Carr
Duh.
versus Kirk Cousins. I do have your topic on here, the verses. I'll let you talk about that. We'll go back to that. You know which one I'm talking about.
I don't remember.
Derek Carr versus Kirk Cousins, guys. I have been going hard for my guy, Captain Kirk. What you think?
No, I had to burp.
What you think?
Derek Carr versus Kirk Cousins this season.
I kind of
I
want to
think
see.
we all know who's the best quarterback out of the two this year, right?
Well, one
Kirk.
of them's not benched.
So, I mean, but he looked bad.
He looked bad, but he's not on the bench yet.
I will give you that. But
Well, no, Nick Mullins did come in.
Okay, they put Nick Mullins in to make sure Kirk was okay for next week.
I know one season doesn't
Mullins
change
is so
an
good.
entire person's career, but are we here to finally agree with Dontea on Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than Derek Carr? They are both mid, both Youngstown Brown, but Kirk is slightly greener than the Youngstown Brown that is Derek Carr. Can we agree with that? Yes or no?
Derek Carr will be the starting quarterback of the Tampa Bay Vipers next season.
The Tampa Bay Vipers. I thought you were going to say Buccaneers, and I was like, oh, shit, hot take.
You like that?
Derek?
They both have the same amount of picks. I didn't know that.
I'll just go ahead and say
They got the same amount of starts.
they're.
Them starts different, though. Go ahead, Matt.
I was running for Derek Carr for a while.
Oh, me and
To
you
be
were
better.
going hard against each other. Pause. I don't like the way that sounded.
They're about like A and B now. Kirk's A. Like 10A, 10B.
And listen, I'm not arguing that Kirk Cousins is a 90 overall and Derek
I
Carr's
know.
a 77.
Yeah,
I think
get that.
Kirk's an 85 and Derek Carr's an 80. It's not that wide of a margin, but I just always have thought Derek Carr's a PP. He's just not that good.
So
Granted,
I
the
do
Browns should have
think-
drafted him, but
I
still
do
PP.
think Derek Carr has kind of gotten fucked by the Raiders his whole career.
He's been what?
Fucked by the Raiders. He's
Ooh.
never had.
Pause.
Ooh. You think so?
Yeah, he's never played with a defense better than 20th in the league.
Okay. What about his offense, though?
Ah,
He's had great number ones.
I mean, when you have a 32 ranked defense in the NFL, your offense can be number one, and you're probably not going to win games.
great number ones.
Yeah, but like, okay, but let me ask you this, though.
That's one.
I understand your defense may help you equate to wins, but as far
Yeah.
as your personal play on your side of the ball,
I mean,
He's
it's
been
it's
lackluster.
like think about the we'll go with Kirk, the Vikings. If they didn't have the defense they have, how many of those games that they won by one score would they have lost? They
do
might
we
be
know what the
one.
Vikings defense is ranked right now by chance? Could you look that up for me? What's
Yeah,
the
go
Vikings
ahead.
defense
Go ahead and look
ranked
that up.
right? I'm curious. I don't know what it is. I'm not.
I don't know
saying
either,
that.
but I'm saying like think about if they had a slightly worse defense than what they have, they could be 2 and how many games have been played so far?
15, 16, 16.
So they could be 2 and 14 right now because I think they've won 14 games by one score
Yeah,
or
but
something, 12 games by one
I
score.
understand that, but I'm more focused on his offensive play on the ball. Like, he's had number one receivers. He's had decent to good running backs. He's had Josh Jacobs for a number of years now.
Yeah,
He's got Devontae Adams this year. He's had Darren Waller for multiple years. Hunter Renfro's no bum.
Amari Cooper.
He's had Amari Cooper. He's had Michael Crabtree. He's
Yeah.
had good receivers.
had Henry
I'm sure I'm
Ruggs.
forgetting somebody. Who else?
I mean, I said Henry Ruggs. I'm not saying it as a joke though.
Henry Ruggs was a good football player.
He
Who
was a
else?
great football
Do we
player.
know who the Raiders running backs have been? Who was it before Josh Jacobs? Was it Marshawn?
Doug Martin.
They
I was
had,
gonna say he had Marshawn.
yeah, Marshawn, but Marshawn was old. He was kind of done at that point.
That was like
So was
Turkey
Martin.
Marshawn. He said
for a while.
He did have
Brandon Bolden.
Didn't he have Kenyon Drake too for a short period of time? Was that the
Yeah.
season
that was
Yeah.
last year?
last season.
Yeah,
I think
last
that
season.
Kenny Martin Blake.
So I think
back
he's
then.
had weapons. He didn't say Kenyon Martin.
No, I said. Did I say Kenyon Martin?
You mixed Kenyon Drake and Doug Martin. It's okay.
Kenyon
So
Martin.
what's the Vikings defense ranked, Derrick?
So the Raiders are ranked 25th.
Mhm.
Vikings, 31st.
Fuck your argument, Jordan.
Well, that goes right out the window. All right,
I'm
yeah.
not even-
The argument sucks.
think that.
Yeah,
but
I didn't think that.
I
either.
thought that they had a better defense because of the one-score games that they win as opposed to lose. But
No, I just
I'm
think
wrong.
the
Fuck
offense
me.
sputters and Derek Carr looks like shit. a lot
yeah,
of the time.
fuck Derek Carr. He's trash. He hasn't been screwed by anybody.
So Derek, before we move off of this,
MVP, huh?
you beat me too.
He was set up for success. He just didn't find it.
Is it because he's
That's the
made
best offense he's had
ever
in his career.
Absolutely.
And just statistically, he's been an average or above average sometimes quarterback.
I agree.
And with having a great offense around you, you think that he would step up his game and potentially do good this year?
Okay.
Didn't happen. That's what I was predicting.
All right, last topic before we get to some fun. I'm not going to spend any time on this. You know what? No, I don't even want to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Let's do it. Wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
Derek wants to have a discussion about Deontay Johnson,
Matt hates this.
and he wants to compare him to somebody.
Deontay
very
Johnson
specific.
did play really, really good.
He did. He had a good game.
So Derek is
Jacoby Myers.
going by the
Next.
numbers.
So you
Why
th-
having this argument?
Stats for the year. Crazy how he looked, huh? Yeah, wow. He has better numbers than Deontay.
I'm saying this year he's better than Deontay. You think it's just not close at all?
The statistics show.
What
that
other receivers do they have? We have Pickens. We have Freiermuth. We have a rookie quarterback. They have Mac Jones and one receiver.
Nelson Aguilar is actually having a pretty good year.
He is your number one. You guys hyped him up so much in the beginning of the year, the Steelers fans, and he did not do anything to a number one. He's not a number one on any other team, really.
Did you guys know
on a contending team, he's not a number one.
He has...
You know, we have a rookie.
Hold on, let me double check real quick.
I'm just saying, as
I want to know what the
number
targets
one,
look like too, comparatively.
He has more targets. He has more targets
He has
than
more
Jacoby, and Jacoby has more yards and more touchdowns.
He has more targets. That is true. I looked it up. I don't want to misquote this because I think I'm wrong, but he has either only eclipsed 100 receiving yards once this season or not at all.
How many times
Deontay.
Look at our offense, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you can't tell me somebody's a better player just off of.
This
their
is Derrick's
stats.
argument. I listen, guys. I'm not saying I believe this. I'm just here to offer statistics to support one side or the other.
So how many
I can tell you
times
the New England offense ain't like the Chiefs offense. It's
Bowl
pretty close.
quarterback.
It's pretty close to.
Pro Bowl
Mac Jones
quarterback
made it to the Pro Bowl?
last year.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, and Bailey Zappi came in and lighted it up too.
He was hurt.
I'm just saying, even with Bailey Zappi and
I'm just saying he had a Pro
Nelson
Bowl quarterback.
Aguilar,
system quarterbacks?
Most.
All right.
Look at our offense. It's so trash.
I don't want to get you guys too riled up before
Like-
we have a little fun with our game.
Hold on.
Like I'm just saying though. Look at like
what I'm saying,
how many
bro.
times has our offense in general passing to anybody gotten 100 yards in a game? Not often.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
For
the
sure.
offense
Like we
is
just
the-
barely get over 100 passing yards a game.
I understand.
I
that.
can almost guarantee our
understand that.
average is probably like 115.
I know. Listen. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just funny, and this is no dig to you two. You guys saw a text message that I received right about the Browns being last in the AFC North at the moment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know that Jacoby Brissett has Amari Cooper with 1,200 receiving yards on the season, with the exception of Deshaun playing the last 4 games, obviously. But
Because he actually throws the ball. Like,
but
we don't throw the ball.
no. This is no dig against you. But I'm just saying, like, Tyler was talking all this shit, and I'm like, listen, our number one guy got to 1,200 yards this season.
Okay, we averaged 216 passing yards a game.
Damn, you be wrong.
Dude, I'm so fucking wrong.
Hey,
He
this guy
watches
just-
every game.
He just be talking.
Hey, we averaged 120 rushing yards. I might have been mixing them up in my head.
Jesus Christ. All right, listen, we don't got to spend no time on this, okay? Let's get to our trivia game, okay? You guys ready to play a game?
Still dying.
Let's have a little fun real quick because it's getting a little late and my episode's getting thin. We're going to play a trivia game, okay? Each of you guys have picked your number. Jordan, what was your number? 2. Matt, what was yours? 1.
Are we doing
Derrick,
other?
yours was 3.
Are we doing other games too or no?
No, this is the only game.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a picture. And I'm going to tell the person who that picture belongs to. You have to tell me who this guy is.
I'm not
in this
gonna know
picture.
anybody. I bet you.
And you will receive a point, or you will not. Whoever has the most points wins.
It's gonna be terrible.
And we're not gonna do like you can steal it. If the person misses it, I'll just let you guys, like, if you know who it is, tell me who it is.
Can you restate kind of what you just said? Because you jumbled it all together and I have
Well-
no idea what the fuck we're doing.
So
I'm gonna show you a picture, okay? And I'm gonna tell the person this is your picture. Like Jordan, this one's for you.
okay.
And then you get to guess what it is. If you miss it, no points.
So
They're
am I not
stealing it or
clicking on the
anything.
folder?
Yes,
I
you
think.
can click
Wait,
on the folder.
no. Because it's gonna bring up every picture on there, so we're gonna see every picture.
That's fine though. That has no names. It doesn't matter because it may
So
not
I
be
can-
yours. You have your
okay.
set. Like I have numbers next to each name.
Okay.
So like you can see it all you want, but
And,
it's
like,
not
trying to
for
think
you.
who's
That's
who?
why I had you guys
Okay.
pick numbers.
Okay.
Because you're gonna see all of them, but that may not
I'm
be
not
for
gonna
you.
know anybody.
That's why you guys pick numbers. So like in my notes I have one person is number 1, one person is number 2, one person is number 2. See what I'm saying?
But on here, it's just all 3 pictures and
You're just
nobody
gonna
knows.
pull it up and I'm gonna be like, all right, Jordan, this is your picture. Who is this guy?
Okay, so I can pull it up.
You can pull it up.
We're just gonna go from the beginning over.
You
and
can go
just
to the
by
beginning to
who.
the end. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's
All right, click the first person. All right, that one belongs to number 3. That is you, Derrick. Who is this gentleman in this picture? Now, I made some of these a little hard.
Not gonna lie.
By
When
the
I
way, you
watch
have to
football, I
insert
don't look
these
at their
into the
face.
episode.
I know. We don't get no lifelines or hints throughout this game.
I'll give you a little.
Just like one per.
He's
or like,
a receiver.
Well, obviously, I don't want that one. I
Says
can
wide
see
receiver.
that.
I'm
I
sure.
can see that.
That's why I said it.
This motherfucker.
He's a receiver. This is a hard one.
Yeah. That ain't Scotty Miller.
It's not Scotty Miller.
I know. Fuck.
When you concede to not knowing, I will give you hints to see if you can still get there.
I just want to know what team he got drafted to. Eagles?
I can't give you that. That's
Did he
too
get
much.
drafted to the Eagles?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
Is he like a national track star?
It's too much. Can't give you that.
Is he a guy that everybody would know? Like when we hear his name, we'll be like,
Everybody
no.
will know his name when I say
Okay.
it. Yes.
Everyone's gonna know this guy's name.
Yes, absolutely.
Who is this guy? Do you know who this is? No.
This one's a little tough.
Would you know who that is? Like, don't say
His
it, but
team
like,
is
do
in
you
AFC South. His team is in AFC South that he plays for. That's a big
Davis
hint.
Mills.
It's a big hint. He's a wide receiver, motherfucker.
I'm trying to think of white wide receivers in the AFC South.
I immediately went NFC and I was like, oh, it's Scotty Miller. Wait, no, fuck, that's NFC.
All right, hold on. Give me 30 seconds.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you too much more time.
Nah. Fuck.
15 seconds.
That was way quicker. 15 seconds than I thought.
AFC South. Texans. Titans.
Jags.
Colts. Jags.
Oh,
bro.
fuck. Colts wide receiver rookie this year. Do I remember his name?
Doesn't sound like it.
Fuck.
5 seconds.
No.
4. 3. 2. 1.
Fuck. What's his
Time
name?
is up. Hey, you want to know something funny? So when I was looking this up, I was like, is his name Alec or Alex?
Pierce, right?
It's Alec Pierce.
God damn it.
All right. You can click the next one. It was funny because I Googled Alex Pierce to get the picture and I said, his name's Alec.
I should have
All right.
known that, bro.
This belongs to 2. This is yours, Jordan.
You know who this is? I think I know who this is too. We can't steal.
I'm gonna be honest, I know zero soccer. I'm just gonna say that it's the guy who unfortunately passed away last week and say it's Pele.
It is Pele. Good
Is
job,
that the
Jordan.
reason why you put him in there?
It is.
God damn it,
Rest
I
in
wish I
peace
picked two.
to the motherfucking legend that is Pele.
It was like it's an old picture.
Yep.
So
Good work. That one was a little context clue. It would have been too hard. All right, this
I
one
swear to
belongs
God, if this is Matt's.
this
Three?
one belongs
Three?
to 2 as well.
No way,
Come on, bro.
You just gave you the two's the easiest. No way you don't know who this is.
He don't.
I gave this one to Jordan for a very specific reason.
No way he doesn't
Because
know
I
who
didn't
this
think
is.
he would know who this is.
No way you don't know who this is. No.
You better not give him a hint.
Hey, I literally
You
was
already
like,
got one.
I tried to stump you guys purposely.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
But like,
That's why
I
purposely
purposely
fucking baseball one.
I purposely gave this one to Jordan. I'm like, but that's the thing though. You guys randomly got the numbers though, so I didn't know who they were going to. But I had ones in mind for specific people. 15 seconds.
you gave Derrick 30,
Bro, it's been at least
and
20.
he had 5 minutes before the 30.
That one was
I was
really
trying to
hard.
figure
This dude is in his uniform. If I would have gave him that dude in his uniform, he probably would have gotten it.
Yeah, this dude was at a combine with
8 seconds left.
half a W.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch basketball in general.
4.
So
Do you want to throw it again?
is it Pistol Pete?
It is Pistol Pete.
No shot.
Pistol Pete. All right, next picture.
Jordan's 2 for 2. I don't know this cat.
This one belongs to number 3.
Oh, I don't know this
Man,
cat.
can I get one?
They're just going in this order.
God damn, you don't know who that is, bro?
Running back
Derrick, use your context clues.
Come the fuck
on the Rams.
We're not going much longer. 15
Running
seconds
back.
left.
Number 28.
You're a goddamn idiot.
10 seconds left.
San Diego State.
He doesn't
What?
know where he went to college. 8 seconds
Eric?
left.
San Diego State.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
No time left.
I don't
Give me your
know.
final answer.
I don't know.
Give me a final answer. Just give me an answer. Guess somebody. This is for comedic purposes. This is going on TikTok.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Eric
That is
Dickerson.
Marshall Falk.
Marshall Falk. Yeah, I didn't know.
You're crazy.
28 Rams. Greatest
I was
show on
trying-
turf. All
I
right,
go by
move
the
on.
face and I don't remember the
The
face.
final 3 just might be all Matt. Because Matt hasn't gotten one yet.
Bro.
All right, this goes to number 1.
Vladdy Jr.
Good work, Matt. I'm proud of you.
I was gonna zoom in, but thank God you got it wrong.
Good work, Matt. Matt showing you guys up. This one goes to number 2.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Dang, no, this is going to him
Hey,
too. That's like the.
I'm disappointed in you
Me too,
because
this
I
is the
know who
only
this is.
baseball one.
I know
Matt
who this
has a
is,
chance
and like
now.
I actually
So
know
I know-
what came out about.
I know 3 players
That's
on
a
the
tie.
Padres,
Okay.
Or to win.
and 2 of them have dreads.
Okay. Do you just want to throw a guess out, or you just want to concede?
He might have cut off his dreads.
Oh, he might have fuck. I don't know.
5 seconds left.
Well, no, it's not Tatis
It is not Tatis.
because
I will
ain't
give
no
you
way that motherfucker cut his dreads off.
Final answer.
Would
now.
it be Josh Bell?
It is not Josh Bell. Does
Okay.
anybody want to tell him who it is?
I don't. Josh Bell, he
Josh Bell.
dark as hell.
Josh Bell, dark as hell.
He is.
Mario Hernandez.
That was racist. That is Juan Soto, home run derby champion.
It was pretty close.
Okay.
Make sure we clip that.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
Juan
know.
Soto, home derby
The
champion.
last time I saw Juan
and
Soto-
World Series champion.
Last time I saw Juan Soto, I'm pretty sure he was on the
I think
Reds.
he had some sauce on
The
Juan.
Reds.
What'd you say?
Juan?
Yeah, he Juan in that baby. He was in that.
Wasn't he on the Reds before?
No,
Can't
he was
believe
on
I
the
folded
Nationals.
Marshall Falk.
He was on the Nationals, but I thought
You
he
said
was
the
on the Reds
college
team.
like I knew where
All
people
right,
go to
this one
college.
goes to number 1.
I can't see.
Bro, that's from a video game.
I can't zoom in any farther.
That's the dude we made on WWE, man. That's the dude we made on WWE.
His last name Chavez, ain't it? I can't remember his first name.
That's Fred Space.
Eddie Chavez? No.
It's Rodrigo that we made.
So
on
you
WWE.
are like in the ballpark. Like you hit a grounder, it's just up to you to make it the first. Just think.
Why couldn't you find a real picture of him?
Because the real picture that he took and the actual video game picture was literally identical.
Oh,
like,
for real?
it was exactly the same. Like his face was perfect.
This one's just better.
I just
Quality,
wanted to throw,
probably?
I just wanted
Oh,
to
you
throw
just
a
wanted a
little-
video game
Throw a
up?
little sauce in there. 10 seconds left,
I
man.
don't think I got. I'm not gonna get one right.
Yeah, you are over 2.
I don't know. I know who it is. I
Just
just can't.
throw me a guess. Go ahead. What you said was good. Final answer.
Eddie Chavez.
You were like so close. It's Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo Guerrero.
You were
Damn.
right there. You said
You can
Chavez and you said
I'm mixing
Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
And, but that you had the last name and you said
He
Chavez.
was with them, though,
Yeah,
right?
no, they came out together. Yeah, they did. They did some tag team matches.
One's mean, one's not.
All right, move on to the next one. This one goes to number 3.
Fuck, man, give me that one.
I don't know how to watch.
Come on,
I
Derrick.
don't watch WNBA.
She is a legend. She is literally
Well,
one of the
that's-
greatest WNBA players.
That's
of all
not Sue
time.
Bird.
You're right.
Just give me your final answer now.
It's not just gonna come to you.
She went to UConn. That's a
So
huge
did
hit.
everybody.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it didn't have to.
Is she on TV now?
No, it's not.
So it's not Candace Parker. Why you look at it? I don't watch WNBA.
It is Maya Moore.
Dude, I had one more guess left.
You weren't gonna get it. You
I was
weren't
gonna say
get
Maya
there.
Moore because her name said Mayo Clinic. The jersey.
Next picture, Jordan.
Okay.
Hey, TikTok has some fun with this one. And this one goes to number 1.
This
is a tough one.
Trash.
Look at the color of the tie. I'm gonna give you a hint because yours were really hard.
Is that a Penn State tie or a BYU
Sean
tie?
Clifford.
He has a lazy eye.
A little lighter than Penn State blue. A little lighter. Derrick already lost, so I'm walking you
Looks
into
like
this one.
Penn State blue to me.
I didn't get
A
one
little
right.
lighter than Penn State.
It is kind of dark on
It
that.
is dark, but
No
it's
way,
like
Is it North Carolina blue?
it's not North Carolina blue, but there's another team that's a little darker than that. It's funny because I'm a fan of that team.
Oh, Kentucky. Oh, is that D-Babe Client? Sean O'Hare? I don't know that cat. No. I don't know that cat. He's
a very big part of that team.
Is it?
Oh, what team?
Blue?
Oh, is it Will Levis?
It is Will Levis. I couldn't give you him in his uniform. You would already get. Yeah, I
Oh,
think you
for
would have guessed
sure.
it.
That don't even look like him.
That's everybody, right? Oh no, there's one. There's one more, but like, so listen. I made this before the game last night, and I really want to take this last one out. I don't. Oh no, I didn't put it in there. Never
I
mind.
was saying, no way you picked him.
No. It was T Higgins.
Oh, okay.
Because I figured like a lot of people wouldn't know what T Higgins looked like, but it was before the game. But I took the picture out though because of the game. I didn't want to seem like I was making a joke.
Who'd you
because,
replace
like,
him with?
I don't remember.
I choked.
Maybe Will Levis. I think it was Will Levis. But yeah. All right, Jordan. Good
Alright,
job. Decent job.
Not
And-
everybody can laugh,
Good
but
job.
I got 2 out of 3 right. Matt got 2 out of 3 right,
I only
and
knew-
Derrick fucking lost.
Fuck.
So
Here you go.
I only knew
Loser.
2. I only knew Pele because he died because I
It's
was
Pele.
gonna
Pele.
same difference.
Pele.
And Pistol Pete Maravich.
Go ahead and take the shot.
You don't know how to drink, bro.
Because
He like, He like
All right,
switched it around
let's
and
hurry
shit.
up and get to the pick'ems because I had 2 more things. Actually, I had 3 more things, and we are not going to get to them. So we can save one for next week.
How many
Because the regular
weeks
season
are there
will be
now?
over.
18? No. 17.
What? It's week 18.
18.
Yeah, we'll save the next.
Well, I forgot how many games
week.
each team played, and I know it's one more than that because they have a bye
So this
week.
is what I want to do for next week. If you guys are okay with this, my last 3 things were we're going to do a hot seat. Who's on the hot seat in the NFL? It could be a coordinator. It could be a head coach. It could be a quarterback. It could be whatever.
Matt
Save that
Canada.
for next week. Since
Matt Canada.
Technically be for next week.
Matt
You guys cool with
Canada.
that?
Matt Canada.
And then I want to do a draft at the end of this episode. I think we'll have enough time.
Okay.
Alright, let's
Well, we
bust through
have
these
19 minutes, so let's bust through here.
Let's do it.
So Saturday, we're done with Thursday night games for the year. Saturday, we have Kansas City at Las Vegas.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
KC.
Tennessee at Jacksonville. This is
This
to
is
win
for
the
the
division,
Jacksonville.
and Josh
Jacksonville.
Dobbs is at quarterback.
Jacksonville.
Oh, give me
I don't care.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Give me
I'm on
Jacksonville.
That's my
So
my hot take for the beginning.
So, yeah,
of the year.
this
It's
game,
gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
this game we might not be able to get in by the episode next week because we don't know when they're going to have to play this game based on when the game from last
For
night
sure.
gets
But
rescheduled. But
when we know, we're gonna
yeah,
text.
we'll put
and
it
then
in.
I'll put it in the video.
So Baltimore at Cincy as of right now as it sits.
I'm going Cincy.
I'd still probably go Cincy, but depending on
I'm
everything
going Cincy
that
no
I don't
matter
know.
what, to be honest. I saw the way Baltimore looked versus Pittsburgh, and it just there was nothing promising there for me to look at them and say.
Yeah.
Granted, Lamar could play depending on when this is, but I'm still going to go Cincy.
Yeah, I'm also going Cincy. Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
Tampa.
Tampa Bay.
Booty.
Well, actually,
Tom Booty.
I'm going to change it to Atlanta because Tampa Bay already clinched the playoffs and they cannot play for a 1 seed, so I think they're just going to rest everybody. I'm going to go Atlanta.
That's a good question.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
I'm going
Kyle Trask
Atlanta.
coming in and actually slinging the ball.
I'm
He's a backup, isn't he?
Give me Atlanta.
Yeah.
I think Kyle Trask is the
You made
backup.
me switch.
Give me Atlanta.
I wasn't gonna switch.
Well, who are you picking?
I'm picking Atlanta. Everybody else picked New England or Tampa Bay.
Hey,
And I said I'm going to go Atlanta.
Give me Atlanta.
The Riddler.
Give me Tampa Bay.
Tampa
But you could come back.
All
You
right.
still could
I'm
come
going
back.
for it. I'm
You
going
go
for
for
it.
the comeback.
So
This
another
one's
one with the
to be
thing.
decided.
Whenever they decide to play this game,
Right.
Buffalo or New England at Buffalo. I'm gonna go Buffalo. And what really sucks, Matt? Buffalo. You know we need them to win to make the playoffs, so we won't know if we made the playoffs until that game gets played.
Yep. Give me Buffalo. You need
Buffalo.
who Miami
I mean, we
to win
can't-
too, right?
No, we need the
Jets to
Jets to
win.
beat Miami.
That can happen. That can happen.
Mike White versus Skyler.
And then what's the last thing you guys need?
That's it.
No.
We
you
have
need-
to win.
You need.
Buffalo. We gotta win. We need Buffalo. to
That's
win.
the last thing you need.
The Jets to
You
win.
guys need to win.
You need Buffalo to win that game too.
Okay.
Buffalo to win that game. Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't need them to win this
It
week.
doesn't
We need
matter,
them
though.
next week.
We just
Oh,
need to
really?
beat
Yeah.
England.
Okay.
And They're
Minnesota.
still gonna be playing their players because they're still going for the number 1 seed.
Yep.
Yeah. Minnesota at Chicago.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Have you picked against Minnesota all year?
I don't really think
I don't
so.
think
I don't think so
I don't
either.
think so
I think
either.
he's picked him every week.
Houston at Indy.
That's a
Barn
shit show.
burner, boys. Give me Houston.
I'm gonna take Indy.
Houston.
Give me Alec Pierce.
I'm gonna go Indy too. Jets at Miami.
For the sake of you guys not making the playoffs, I'm just gonna pick Miami.
Jets. Jets.
Can't wait.
Jets.
Give me the goddamn Jets.
Both teams have like slowly died off.
Mike White versus Skylar Thompson.
Picked him last week. He didn't do shit.
There's no chance of Tua playing. Or we just.
I
it's
guess
They
just how it
said
is.
Tua's done for the regular season, and Teddy Bridgewater has a broken finger and he's gonna be out.
Can Miami get a better seeding or no?
I don't think they can
They're
play for the
eight.
1
They
seed.
lose, they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
8-8.
give me Miami.
I'm going Miami.
Skylar.
I like that name.
He played pretty decent when he was in a couple times.
Carolina at New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I don't know. Carolina
Here,
been.
bro. Let me get Carolina.
I'm guessing Derrick was looking at stats.
They've been going.
Give me New Orleans.
Give me New Orleans then. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Last game of the year.
You can't hold anything back. Look, let me get the Berg in the Berg. I'll be there for coverage.
Kenny
last-
two gloves. To
One
the
last
ops.
ride.
I'll be there.
One last ride.
What Braun say? Cleveland, this is for you.
Nah, he said no.
Hey, what Miles Garrett said? He can't pick it. Come for you, nigga. Oh wait, that was Booker T. Sorry.
Okay.
I've seen the videos of people falling and stuff. He'd be like, he was about to score a touchdown. Then you remember what LeBron said.
Next game.
Browns. Yeah.
Chargers at Denver.
Chargers. What if he picked Denver as
It
last
literally
pick?
smells like somebody has a cigarette lit right next to me.
Alright, what's next?
The Giants at Philly.
Ooh, Garner.
I don't know what's going on with the NFC playoff picture. Are the Giants still in it?
Yeah, they clinched.
So yeah,
Oh, they clinched?
Giants
Okay,
are still
I
in
didn't
it.
That division is still for grabs.
Philly needs to win this to be the number one seed.
Between those two teams,
No, the Giants
is
are
it
in.
like a winner to win?
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Cowboys.
the Giants
Okay.
are in the playoffs.
Let's say Philly loses and
They can
Cowboys
lose
win.
this and still make the playoffs. The Giants can.
Okay.
Let me get Philly.
I think I'm gonna go
I'm-
Philly too because for some reason I can see the Giants benching Saquon and all of them. So
I'm going with
Jalen
I'm going with Baker Mayfield and Gardner Minshew and Philly.
that
Philly.
was cute. That was cute. I see what you did there. Move on.
Arizona at San Francisco.
San Fran.
Fran.
San Fran.
Fran.
Rams at Seattle.
Seattle.
Did they play when there was Baker Mayfield? No.
No.
Before.
Seattle. No, but Seattle needs this to make the playoffs.
Okay, give me Seattle.
Seattle. Dallas at Washington.
Dallas.
The G-men.
Dallas.
There's no way Carson Wentz should start this week. After the way he looked, there's no way he should, but we'll see.
Give me the Cowboys.
All right, boys. Game of the week right here.
Detroit
You win,
at
you're in.
at
You
Green
lose,
Bay.
you're out.
Listen, it's very hard for me to pick against Detroit because they've been looking good, but Aaron Rodgers won that game convincingly
I don't know if I can
with
go
less
against-
than 150 yards, bro.
He didn't have to do shit.
He didn't have to do
The
that.
defense was going crazy.
I'm
they
gonna
had
go Green Bay.
Kickoff return
Kickoff return,
and then a pick six.
interception.
Yep.
So this is for the playoffs too.
Yeah.
Then
Winner
if
goes
you
in.
win, you good.
You're
in.
win,
If you lose,
you're out. I'm going Green Bay. And Aaron I trust.
And if Green Bay wins, Seattle's out.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm going Green Bay.
I'll go Green Bay.
I'm going Green Bay as well.
Oh,
Aaron
Do
Rodgers.
it, man. Do it. You know you
You know we're
I
one
don't
game
think I
apart.
can go against him.
We win against each other on a game.
As D-Bake would like to say.
We win
hottest
against
team
each
in
other in a
football
couple
right now.
games.
I gotta go Green Bay.
Pittsburgh.
Bay.
And
I think I want to throw.
But only two.
Like
I think only
$5
two
on
we picked
Green Bay
different.
So that means I can win.
Or we could
The
tie.
plus odds are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible.
I'm gonna throw 5 on them and 5 on Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I'm still
I'm
waiting
not
for
mad
my
at it.
5 to be refunded.
All right, boys. I don't think we're gonna get to our draft. We got 12 minutes, and I want to rush
that's
through
enough
it because it's gonna take a lot of time. So next week, I'll
No,
roll
we got
back
it.
to next
Come on.
week's episode.
Dude.
The playoffs will be over, so I mean, the regular
Dude.
season will be over. I want us to draft a playoff team. So we're gonna draft a team, only teams in the playoffs. So you can pick a player from whatever team, only playoff teams though, and we're gonna put it on TikTok and see who they think will go to the Super Bowl between the 4 of us. Next week's episode though. Not
So
this
all
week.
playoff teams.
All playoff
I mean,
teams.
that's good timing.
Yeah, because the regular season will be over.
What about the
so-
NBA one?
The NBA one, we could still do that.
We have time to do that.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
not
we can
gonna-
still do the hot seat, but let's do the NBA first. You two probably don't watch too much NBA, so you probably won't see it, but I want to rank the top 7 NBA players currently. I know 7's an odd number. But
Oh,
you
we
know,
didn't talk about Donovan Mitchell at all
yeah,
today
yeah,
yet.
shh, I'm talking. So, we're going to do the top 7
Okay.
NBA players right now, because we always have 5.
Fucking
but I'm
black
not gonna
asshole.
mention. You didn't whisper that
Mute.
that quietly.
Yeah,
You
I'm
white
mute.
asshole.
I'm muting that.
Yeah, piece of white dog shit. So, let's rank the top 7 NBA players. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell for scoring 71 points last night, since you want that so bad.
Who do you guys
It's
have
very
number
hard
one?
for him to have a career night on a night that an NFL player almost dies on the field. Jordan.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
He said he said his prayers after the game.
So,
Donovan
top
Mitchell?
7
Yeah.
NBA players. Who do we think is the best player in the NBA?
We're gonna
right
go
now?
like one, and then keep going.
Luka, bro. He's going nuts.
You think Luka's number 1?
I say Luca.
Luka?
I also say Luka.
I'm okay with Luka being 1. I don't necessarily disagree, but I have some arguments against it. But
So
I
who's
like
your
Luka.
number 1?
And you know how I feel about him.
nah, for sure. I didn't say he wasn't my number 1. I'm just saying like there are players who can
there's
enter
other
that
players
chat.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, Jokic has been consistently going crazy. Like, he hasn't been doing 40-point triple-doubles, but he's been doing triple-doubles seems like every other night.
Once we get to about 3 or 4, I will no longer have any knowledge of who
This is where this gets fun.
ranked.
Who is the second best player in the NBA currently?
Who you mentioned, Jokic.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic.
The Joker.
Okay. 2 international players. Luka, Jokic. Number 3. Who's number 3?
It could be 3 international players.
Embiid. Ooh.
I was going to say Tatum because I know the Celtics are doing really good, but I have no idea
No,
how he's doing.
He's in the conversation.
Yeah,
I had KD because KD's doing pretty good this season.
Wow, we're at odds with this one.
So was it
KD's shooting like 60%.
was it a fake picture I saw, by the way, real quick, of KD shaving his head?
Yeah, that's fake.
Okay.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
Just balls.
They said he caved and he like cut his hair down.
I
Real
want
short.
Giannis his third.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
He's a falling victim to the dude that drops 30, 12, and 6 every night, and it's just become regular, so people no longer acknowledge it as like great games. But Giannis has been very consistent this year. We don't have to put him third, but that's my bid for third.
He's right there.
The only reason I said Tatum is because I've heard more about the Celtics recently than the Bucks. And like I
Yeah,
said, I don't watch
understandable.
basketball, so I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta start watching basketball.
I don't
you know
watch-
football season ends soon, right?
Yeah, I don't watch
Okay,
until
so what are
like
you gonna do after February?
I don't watch till like playoffs.
Beat on
So
Watch basketball.
You're gonna have to watch basketball.
too many
Giannis
games.
third or
Third, I have KD.
yeah, KD third. It's okay to have different ones.
I know, I'm just going to make a list.
Okay,
You can go Giannis third.
I've got Giannis third.
That's fine.
I still got Tatum.
Okay, who do we think is fourth then? This is where it's like Embiid, Tatum. I'm gonna go Embiid with Matt though. I think Embiid is having a better year than Jason Tatum.
I have Giannis here.
You have Giannis there.
I was
okay.
gonna put Giannis here.
Because I don't, he's not
Okay,
wearing.
I have Embiid. Okay, the 5th best NBA player right now. This is where I'm going Tatum.
Tatum.
You okay?
I would say and cough at the same time.
This is where I have him beat at.
Okay, you have Embiid 5th. What about you?
I guess Embiid. I don't like I said. I don't know. So
The 6th best NBA player.
Donovan Mitchell.
I'm gonna go ahead and start. LeBron, Raymond James. Should be higher, but his team is so bad that they're almost unwatchable.
The NBA's version of the PFF doesn't have LeBron ranked within the top 25.
Yeah, that's cute and all. It can't rank your effect on the team.
PBF.
Yeah,
No PFF.
PBF.
pro basketball focus. He's making a joke.
I thought he was saying PPF.
PB.
Anyways,
PB.
I got LeBron James here. Who do you guys have 6?
Matt.
Anybody but LeBron. I'm just kidding.
Anthony Davis.
Nah.
Anthony Davis was the MVP candidate about 3 weeks ago. I just want you to know
Don't
that.
stay on the court, bro. There's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
That's why I had him beat lower, because he already missed 10 games this year so far.
It happens, bro. It's been a lot of games.
Well, he's a 7-foot.
They're almost at the All-Star
Dude.
break, bro. It's okay to miss that many games by now. How many has Kawhi missed? 30?
He's not top 7.
He's actually 7th for me. No, I'm just kidding.
He should be number one.
Shut the fuck up.
I have.
6th.
You want to go?
Let's start dialogue.
Let's start a dialogue.
If a player could read
Kevin
it all,
Durant.
I'd be quiet.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant 6.
That's what he said. Jason Tatum, because I have KD at 3.
Okay.
Who's your 4?
Giannis, Embiid, Tatum.
So I'm gonna switch Embiid to the 6 and put KD at 5 because I forgot about him.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
And then 7th best NBA player.
TikTok.
No.
You think we got the same one?
Chewing food. He's
Kevin Durant.
No, I've never seen that.
damn it.
For my 7th NBA player, I'm going to go.
Say it.
You can't make me.
He just played. Come on.
Why don't you guys go?
71?
I just don't
I
want
have-
to be.
I
I,
ha-
just don't want to be biased and give
I
Donovan
am.
Mitchell the 7th
I
best
am.
NBA player.
I have
right
him
now.
at 7.
It's hard for me
Even
to
though
put
I
him.
picked
Like,
against him.
there's a lot of names
Saying that he wasn't gonna make a difference.
Like I have to go
Make a
and look-
difference.
He is hooping, but like I have to look at it like
Right
we're
now.
prisoners of the moment. He may have not even be having a better season than Jaylen Brown for all we know. I'm serious.
Right.
Like when you start looking into like the numbers and their production, like he may not be better than Jaylen Brown right now. I know he just has 70. I'm really trying not to be a prisoner of the moment and put him 7.
But you do that.
Like, who else could you put in that spot? Like, who?
John Morant.
Yeah, John Morant's right
John
there.
Morant can go there.
I'd put John Morant over him
Um,
just because he had 70.
Zion he had a good start, but he's kind of slowing down now. I'm just thinking, I'm going through.
He just bodied the. Who did he play against? That he scored the last 15 points.
Kawhi can't stay on the floor.
Yeah, he can't stay on the floor. I know what you're talking about. I can't think though.
He scored the last 15 points and beat him.
I'm going Ja Morant for the 7th best NBA player. That's right. I did not have Kevin Durant in my top 7. Sue me now, TikTok.
Yeah.
What about Shy Glizzy, dude?
Ooh! Shy Glizzy's probably top 10. He's going fucking nuts this year.
I think he's like top 5 in scoring.
Man, I might have to rethink this list.
But he puts up more shots than anyone else though. So
I'm going Donovan Mitchell.
Look at his team.
I know he has nobody.
Josh Giddey is his number 2.
Is his sidekick.
Giddey doing the gritty?
2 draft pick is out for the season.
Giddey doing the gritty.
Yeah, Chet.
Yeah. I'm going to go Ja Morant. I'm going to stick with Ja Morant. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment to pick SGA.
Prisoner of the
We're talking
moment.
this year, right?
Yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about this season. But
This
like, you know,
season.
No,
yeah.
time.
But like,
I'm going Shy Glizzy then because that's my guy.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not
Did you
mad
guys
at
see Robin Lopez's tweet, by the way?
it. Yeah, talking about the most legendary night when they scored a combined
He said we
72
combined for
points.
72 points.
That was, there's a picture of Kwame Brown and Kobe Bryant. It's like these two combined for a legendary 88 points, and Kobe had 81 of them too. So like,
I think it was 83.
They
I think
said
he might have had 1.2.
ooh, boy.
So, Donovan Mitchell last night, yeah, he scored 71, but with his assists, he was second all time in points that he accounted for. Yeah, it was only Wilt when he had his 100-point game. He was responsible for 114.
Mhm.
I think Donovan Mitchell was responsible for 105.
So second all time in points
Big game.
accounted for?
Yeah, second all time
Yeah,
points
big game,
accounted
big
for.
game.
That's crazy.
All right, just real quick. We don't got to go deep into it on for next week's episode.
I said
They
Donovan.
both did.
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, you said Donovan too?
Yeah.
Real quick, give
I'm a
me
Cavs
one
fan.
player, coach, coordinator on the hot seat this season. Just one. Just one.
You already
I
know.
know.
Is it easy
That's
for
why I
me
knew
and
it wasn't
Matt?
gonna take long.
Is it easy for me and Matt Canada.
Jordan,
Derrick.
You can say that again.
the guy that resembles Jordan. You guys are the same person, dude. I've been saying that since episode 1.
I really don't know. I'm going to tell you Stefanski shouldn't be on the hot
You
seat.
shouldn't be. Absolutely not.
Because I hate the Browns
Joe
fans
Woods?
that say that. Maybe Joe Woods. Huh?
Joe Woods is definitely
just
not.
saying.
See, but mine is somebody different. I didn't want to go with my team. I know you guys is a slam dunk. It's easy to go him. I'm going Cliff Kingsbury.
Cliff.
Why?
He's just not. He hasn't produced.
What about Lovie Smith?
Nah. What is he supposed to do with that team?
Win games?
Cliff is on the hot seat for me. That's just my opinion.
Who else is the bottom team?
Who's somebody? What about Jeff Saturday? He gone.
I don't think he'd be.
Can you be in the hot seat as an interim?
His heat is seats wrong when he sat down. Give me a player on the hot
Who's
seat.
somebody that
Oh,
likes
wait, go
player?
ahead. You didn't say.
I still don't know. I'm just saying Kevin Stefanski shouldn't be.
Ooh.
Give me a player on the hot seat.
Ooh. What about Josh McDaniels?
Josh McDaniels is probably on the hot seat. He's
I
probably
mean,
on
you
the
could say
hot
Joe
seat.
Woods.
You can say Joe
but
Woods.
He
yeah.
probably on the hot
He probably is on the hot seat. What about Brandon Staley? You think he's on the hot seat yet? Chargers head coach? For you guys looking at me like, who the fuck that?
I know who Brandon Staley is.
I don't think so yet.
I don't think they still might make the playoffs.
They're
They
in this
had
position
high
every
hopes
year,
coming in
though.
the
They're in
season,
this
though.
position every year. They were in this position last year of like they needed a
Tie.
tie. Yeah.
He might turn
You
into.
think he's the best coach in the league?
Yeah, for sure. But look at what he's working with.
Yeah, who
I was
has
gonna
a better
say,
team?
they-
I'm kidding. Relax.
He might turn into Tomlin, where it's just a bunch of mediocrity. Like, oh yeah, we won the season, but
You
we
just
lost
don't
in
like
the
black
first
players or
round.
coaches.
Oh my god.
All right,
Yeah.
give me a player on the hot seat real quick. Go.
Yeah,
Clip that.
woo.
Anybody got a player on the hot seat?
Player.
Derek Carr. That's the hot
That's like
seat.
low hanging fruit.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. I like that one.
Even though I don't think his seat's too hot because they paid him a ton of money.
Tom Brady's dog shit.
What you looking at?
They talked about Kirk Cousins being on the hot seat, but they said like, what do you rebuild right after you go 12-4?
Exactly.
Like, do you
gotta ride
rebuild
with them.
after that?
You gotta
You
ride
have to stay
Worst
with
12
him.
and 14 we've ever
Derek, you got anybody?
They're
Tom
frauds.
Brady.
Minnesota's
Tom Brady's
gonna,
yours?
He should
Minnesota's
retire.
gonna lose first round.
Tom Brady should retire.
My hot seat may be unpopular. Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
unpopular.
Dak Prescott's on the hot seat.
I don't think that's
Super
that bad.
mediocre since he got back.
I know. Cooper Rush came out and really showed that, like... Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Barbershop Breakroom, everybody. See you guys next week.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Barbershop Breakdown Drink of the Week, brought to you by myself, Talk to Shuck Official. Today we're about to just mix it up.
We got that Mountain Dew Spark. Crack it open.